Hello and welcome to my channel. Warm welcome if you are a return subscriber, and welcome. Great to have you if you're joining for the first time. I really hope that you find my channel useful and informative. Please feel free to ask any questions, make any comments that you've got in the comments section, because I really like engaging with people, but also I like us to engage and share knowledge and information. So please feel free to do that, and I will always endeavour to come back. I can be a little bit slow because sometimes I don't get the notifications, but I try to come back as soon as I see them. So welcome to 2025. Happy New Year. I really hope that for you and your loved ones, you are having a fantastic start to the year. My daughter's just doing some acrobatics. I'm going to put some videos in, some pictures in actually of my daughter and her locks. I hope that you're having a fantastic start to the year, you and your loved ones. My family and I are, and we're very excited about 2025. I'm not going to say too much more on this video, except that I have had my sister locks for 5 years. It was 5 years in December. My son and my daughter also have locks. My son has brother locks and my daughter has sister locks. I maintain my daughters, and for the last 5 years I have been going to the same consultant. But that's all changed. It's all changed. And I'm going to share what that looks like and what that has felt like in terms of the journey, as I share with you what I was originally doing when I started this video. Because I started this video days ago. I was going to show you the start of preparing for a retie, when I've washed my locks, what I do, then the journey. And I was going to ask my consultant to speak on the video. But unfortunately, partway through filming for the video, I had to change consultants, and I will share more on why, what and how as you follow on to the rest of the video. See you soon. But now I've got to walk around like this until Sunday, till it's done with the new consultant. I'm not even going to ask her to film it or nothing like that. Okay, so let's take it all the way back. Let's start at the beginning. This was the original beginning. This was me filming a video before I went and had a retie, so that I could show you how I prepare for a retie. So this is actually on the Wednesday afternoon at about 12 o'clock. And the towel that I showed you in the beginning, the blue towel, is what I use to dry my hair. It's a she towel. And I definitely got it online, but I can't remember if I was able to get it via Amazon. I think it's a black lady that works out of Germany or lives in Germany. And I bought it years ago, and it's fantastic. It absorbs an awful lot of moisture. It's fantastic. I use it when I wash my children's locks as well. And what I've learned is that the longer I keep the towel on, the more it absorbs. So that's what I use. What I'm doing here is preparing my hair for a braid out, and I do it whilst my hair is damp. I let it get quite dry, and then I will spray some rose water mixed with glycerine onto my locks, and I will begin to plait my hair. And what I tend to do is, well, I think most of us do, I plait. I give myself some space from the base, and then I plait tightly down. I made the mistake of plaiting too tightly close to my scalp in the beginning and then being in pain. So I've realised that you need to plait away. Now, I do this. I wash my hair the day before a retie, and then I plait it down. And I ended up with about 25 locks here. Sorry, 25 plaits here. Now, what I was planning to do with this video was show you the other side, because what I realised is that I normally shoot a video after I have had my locks retied. And I do that because that's when I enjoy my hair most. It's when it sits the best. It's when I get to see my grid. I've got very dense locks, so I don't get to see an awful lot of my grid. And you can see me here just plaiting it down. It took me probably about 40 minutes. I always think it'll take less time than it does, but it took me about 40 minutes. So that's what you're seeing here. Now, there's no rhyme or reason to the way I part my hair. I'm not one of these people that wear it in a style. I literally do it to achieve the curls. So nobody sees me like this ordinarily, apart from the family. Nobody sees me like this. It's in my hair for, I don't know what, 12 plus hours, but I'm at home. And so it's fairly safe, but it comes with, it results in a really nice braid out, which you'll see at the end. And I'm at the end just showing you that I finished about 23 plaits that I've got there. And then this is me that evening. Now, I do not even attempt to wash my hair if we are approaching 6 p.m. I always have to wash at about 12, 1 o'clock. And it's dry. It's pretty much dry here. And then this is me the next morning. So this is Thursday, the day of the retie. I'm just showing how early it is. I've got my water. I'm ready to go. And this is me braving the elements because actually I'm petrified. It always feels like someone's going to jump out like it's some horror movie or something. But this is me heading to my consultants in the morning at about 6. Hi. Okay, little bit of a plot twist. I still look like this, right? So the last video you've seen will have been me traveling in the early hours because I think, yeah, I shared that I started to have earlier appointments with my consultant. So last thing you'll have seen is me in the car, but I still look like this. I had planned to get to my consultants, take my locks out and show you it during the retie because it gets very voluminous. I really like my hair like this because it's calm, but once I take it out, it's quite big. But unfortunately, I am now changing consultant. I did leave to go to my consultants in the early hours of the morning. My consultant lives about 30, 40 miles away from me. I live outside of London and my consultant lives inside London. And it can be quite an annoying journey because we've got a big bridge, etc. So, but I've been going for 5 years. My consultant did my locks, she did my son's locks, she did my daughter's locks, so I've been going for 5 years, and she's taken good care of my locks. She works with other consultants, so actually I've had a number of people do my locks at her house, but unfortunately after 5 years it's time for me to find another consultant, someone closer to home, etc., where schedules and things just align much easier. So I still look like this. The great news is I have been on the sisterlocks.uk.com website and I found some alternatives. In fact, one of them lives in my town, like 5-10 minute drive. So that for me will be quite life-changing and I'm really looking forward to seeing her, but I'm now not going to see her until Sunday. We are on Thursday evening here in the UK. I've got to meet a friend and stuff, so I've got some things to do and I really don't want to take these out, but as you can see they don't look great because I literally did them with the view of being in my consultant's chair the next day. So I've just got to get through till Sunday. I'm not taking them out. I'm not taking them out until I go to that retie. So I've just got to get through to Sunday and then my new consultant will retie my hair. I therefore won't be sharing a video because it's the first time I've ever seen her, and so I don't think it's appropriate to ask her to take, to be part of my video. But what I will do is share the results of my hair afterwards and my experience, and I'll also share a little bit more about my transition from one consultant after 5 years to a new consultant and the differences in terms of time, in terms of cost, and in terms of experience. Because it's a big deal when you change consultant, right? And it's certainly not something that I've chosen to do lightly on this journey. Last journey was a disaster. If you remember, I had like 5-6 consultants. I've stayed with this consultant for 5 years. She's an ambassador. I think she's done really good work in my locks, and certainly done a good job of the establishment for all of us. The other thing I'll do is put some pictures and videos in of my children's locks because I keep getting asked about that. So I'll do that too. All right. See you when I'm done. Okay, so what you are now seeing is Saturday night. So we're now on Saturday night and I am taking down my braids in order that I can have the appointment with the brand new consultant tomorrow morning. Now, let me give you some information in terms of costs. So my Sisterlock consultant that was an ambassador, I had been with her for 5 years. And I think when I first started, it was like £80 for a retie. By time my last retie was £85. So not much of an increase in those years. In fact, I think I've always thought that her prices were more than reasonable. And that may have been the price for me because I'd been with her for so long, I'm not sure. But for me, £85 was always more than reasonable. It would take 4+ hours for my hair to be done at my consultant's house. She was very fast. She's got lightning fingers, so she could be through my hair, I would say, in 3 hours. But there was always quite a bit going on there, and so it never really, I can think of probably 1 or 2 times where I got out as quickly as that. Whereas the other ladies that would do my hair there would probably take 4+ hours. There's my daughter. So the new consultant is a trainee. I don't pay an awful lot of attention to that because she's been going for some years. There are lots of people in the UK who were once consultants and no longer consultants, as in they're no longer registered on the Sisterlocks website. And there are loads of trainees who don't go all the way through to being registered as a consultant, but their work is by no means any less quality, in my opinion. And so this lady that lives close to me has been going for some years, and she is a trainee. The cost of a retie with her was £100, and she was through my hair within 4 hours. She was very diligent. She looked at my locks, each of them. It was really nice, actually, because she spoke to me about them, and it may be because she was doing them for the first time, but she let me know where I had combined locks, which I wasn't aware of. I don't know where they are, to be honest. I can't say that I've ever. I think I knew I had one, but actually I've got quite a few at the front. She also told me where I had shorter locks. She also told me that I had a really good grid, which pleased me. And so I had a really good experience, actually. Whereas with my previous consultant, and sorry, I'm showing you some pictures because I always say I will and I never do. So I'm showing you some pictures and some images of me, my daughter, and our locks. But yeah, I had a really good experience. With my previous consultant, I might leave the house at something to 9 in order to be there for a 10 o'clock appointment, and I wouldn't get home until 5, 6 in the evening with all the traffic and everything else. With my new consultant, I left the house at 9:45 in order to be there for 10, and I was back in my house by 2:15. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. So this is just us with our locks. This is just giving you some examples. And as we come to the end, that's me and hubby on holiday. That's the other thing. Sisterlocks are so wonderful for holidays. So wonderful. Santorini, I think we are here. But as we come to the end, this is the end of my retie with the new consultant. This is today. And I'm delighted. Absolutely delighted. All things work for good in the end. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Take care.